Hiya, how are you? Just going to share the screen. Share the screen now. It's Herbalism, yes, this is Herbalism. Linda, Barbara, I can see you in the chat going, Herbalism? Yeah, we're on to Herbalism today. Well, once in America. Oh dear. Did you hear that? Actually getting an American accent now. Right, here we go. Starting the slideshow right from the beginning. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to check everybody's on. See a bit of who's here and stuff like that. We've got 2 participants at the moment, and they are me, myself, and I. Oh, and Nancy. Well, at least Nancy knows how to come on the every yes, 11-hour code. Yeah, you just click that, and off we go. Right, Nancy, hope you're well. Wasn't last night amazing? I'm quite tired from last night though, because God, 3 hours live was like quite tiring, but you never know. I'll regain some energy and go live later again. Having such good news today, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to chat to you now. You can see you in chat. Yes, it was amazing. It was very magical. I've just been talking to David Hopkins as well, who actually was really nice to me. He thanked me for giving him some prayers and niceness. So I thought, well, do you know what? That's what the world needs, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So you don't have to get particularly, too involved with people. Just keep peace. It's better, I think, beneficial more for everybody. So we all need that. Where's everybody? Is it just me and you? I think we have another participant, another attendee, which is Trudy. So Trudy, who am I waiting on here? Just want to get these classes, up and running and get everything back to normal, because that's what's important. So we've got that. We've got this tonight. We then got tomorrow at 12 o'clock is Astral Travel. I'm going to contact Janet in a minute, quickly, and tell her. I think we're waiting for Linda to get in, so we better wait on Linda. Really good news, being contacted by a famous psychic. That was neat. Wait, just contacted Janet. We'll get these here. I loved last night, it's amazing. It felt amazing. The weird thing is, Facebook views weren't working properly because I had something like 400 shares and I was on for 3 hours, and it said that I had 9.k views. That cannot be accurate counting, because yesterday during the day I had 8.7k views and I'd only had 56 shares. Sometimes their count was totally out. I was asking Chris if he gets trolls, and he was like, yeah, just filter them though. I was laughing. He was going peeing myself laughing and everything. We were having quite good fun. Really down to earth, which most spiritualists are, aren't they? Right, so what have I got to do? That's it. I've got to put the class timetables just quickly into the groups. Groups, chat. And I'll send that to Janet, she's not sure. Classes. So Janet's here. Janet, I was just mumbling then. I was just messaging you and mumbling away then. So this is going to be quite a quick class today. It's not really long, but we are going to look into Herbalism. Also Herbalism natural magic, because obviously herbs come from nature, so they are natural. And of course, if we look back to the Americans, the Native Americans in particular, medicine ladies and stuff like that, even, you know, in Africa, in spell work and all sorts of things, they would use herbalism as a natural method. So I'm going to move on. I can't believe it's the 1st of November already. Gosh, where does time go? So what is herbalism? It's the study of herbs, also known as herbology. Herbalism practitioners are normally responsible for creating holistic cures. You can get that in various forms, such as supplements and things like that. And you can also fit into foods. We use herbs in foods and stuff like that, but it is a natural medicine. I don't know if anyone's heard of biomedicine. Anyone heard of biomedicine and stuff like that? And also there's the different theories and arguments against natural herbalism, natural methods, and conventional medicines as well. So it is normally associated with magic, aromatherapy, and such like subjects. Herbalists do spend their life working, finding cures for people. That's their main thing, to enhance healing and to enhance how people feel. We do use it also in witchcraft. So botanicals, these are herbs that have no chemicals or toxins. I don't know if anybody has heard of them. Yes, time is flying. Birthday thing. I know, my birthday's the 8th. Gosh, when's that next? Do you know, I don't even know when that is. I know that I've seen a corners. Like, all these famous psychics on the Chris said he was going to meet me. I was like, I have seen him watch my lives, okay? And Chris Riley was commenting, and I thought, that ain't Chris Riley, this is a stitcher, you know, sort of thing. And I just ignored it. I just thought, whatever, someone's pretending to be Chris Riley. And then I found out I've got other famous people that have been watching me as well. And I thought, that's a bit odd, isn't it? I've got famous followers. And then today I've got a message, an ad, and I thought, oh, because I've had an ad from Sally Morgan before, but it wasn't Sally Morgan, it was someone pretending to be Sally Morgan, like someone pretended to be me that time. And then today, Chris Riley, he actually messaged me and he said, Helen, you know, I think you're amazing. And he's saying that he wished he contacted me before. So I was like, So anyway, I thought, nah, do you know what? I'm going to look through it, make sure it's not a fake profile. And I went through it and I was like, oh, okay, that's not fake. That's really Chris Riley, that's really cool. And yeah, he wants to meet up and we're going to do a big giveaway together. So, I mean, he's famous, so that's amazing. But he said I was amazing. I was just like, how could Chris Riley say I was amazing? Sorry, I'm going off track. But like, you know, if I look back 9 months ago to think now, I mean, I actually would know one of the first people who ever watched me, along with Trudy as well, is that 8 months ago I was really, really nervous going live to Chris Riley's contacting me, asking to meet me. Okay, so within 8 months, that has done that. And he was like, oh, how was your Halloween? I went, really well, thank you. And he went, I loved your spells. I went, what? You were watching my spells? He went, not last night. I wasn't watching his spells because he was live at the same time as me. He said, but I've just done catch up on your video. He said, and I really like your work. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a bit neat, a bit weird, but I suspect he might think it's weird talking to me as well. But no, I'm not, you know, nowhere near. So he's got 200,000 followers. He's absolutely incredibly massive. So it's such a compliment. And of course, I'm seeing a Cora Saturday as well. Gonna have to get a pic with a Cora on so it's gonna be very, very busy. And things are gonna change, I think. Lots of goodness. And I think that spell worked last night. I know it worked because I bought a scratch card and I don't buy them, okay? I don't buy them. And I thought, it's not a lot of money, but money's money, isn't it? And I was like, oh, look, 20 quid, I won £20. Never win anything on anything. Won £20, had that from Chris. Mr. Hopkins as well, he's contacted me. He wants to suggest everything to be resolved, and I just thought, do you know what, that spell blooming worked. It has worked. So wait and see. Busy's going, yeah, that's lovely, congratulations, thank you, Janet. It's good news not just for me, it's good news for you as well, isn't it? Because if my reputation goes up that high up, and I'm working with really, really famous people and stuff as well, big people, then I think that's good for you as well, because that means the spiritual academy is going to grow, and that means further developments, that means more jobs, and that means you'll be, I'll be able to help you work with the community and stuff like that. So that's how I see it. If I'm growing with big people, then that's only going to help everybody else underneath me. So I'm like, wow. I keep looking at my phone thinking, really? Did he really contact me? But it really is him. He's on a jet ski and stuff like that. And his pictures go way, 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 way back to years. And he hasn't got a lot of friends, so I can definitely tell it's a famous person. So I'm really chuffed. So anyway, where was I? But yeah, there you go, manifestation. Anything to do with herbs, stuff like that. Crystals, we have to believe in it. We have to believe in the power of magic, flowers. It all dates to, obviously, natural remedies and stuff like that. So herbalist is quite holistic approaches to healing, also faith healing. You can use it also in spell work, when I'm doing my candles, and Nancy had a good idea earlier about walking through the spell itself. That particular spell I won't be walking through because it's too simple. Okay, when we do the advanced spell course, I will talk you through more complicated spells. Okay, more complicated binding spells and things like that, because I think it's important to learn difficult than the easy. It's better to go that way than easy, difficult. That spell that I do is really, really simple. But what I do is use specific herbs on that. So I'm using spearmint in relation to money and stuff like that. And that's what you do. You learn to work out which herb goes with what. It's almost like cooking, but herbalism is that. It's finding that cure, and that's what a herbalist does. And also like naturopathy, acupuncture, all of these natural holistic methods are similar to what alternative medicine is, and herbalism is one of them. So what other medicines do you think exist for healing? So I was going to ask you that question before I ask you that question. Oh, Janet says, yeah, because I'll shy away from some big spells, worried in case it goes wrong. Dandelions, yeah. Dandelions, yeah. Yeah, it is in fear, and that's the thing, isn't it? It's sometimes fear. We fear that, say, something will go wrong in spell work or in our medicine work and stuff like that, but you have to be trial and error is the best way. I've made mistakes. I made a mistake last night on my live. I was like, oh my gosh. I do the quarters. I was tired, and it was like round 3 of me doing the spells. I went to call the quarters, and I was already sat down doing the candle, and I had to get up and apologise to the quarters quickly, and like, oh no, you know, and call the quarters in and stuff like that. So it is, you're not ever going to get it perfect. Nobody's perfect in this world. We just have to learn to do things naturally, in our natural way, and that's what herbalism, alternative medicine, all of these things are about, is doing things in a natural way. So, you know, that's just it. That's just the way this thing rolls sometimes out there, you know. So be natural, learn all the different ones, but yeah, pine and stuff like that. Yeah, lots of herbs out there. But I'm going to talk about regulations. So there's lots of different regulations, lots of different legislations in relation to this all across the world, and in particular to herbal products as well. So herbalists in some countries would not only be certified, but they would have to have a license as well in some countries. The European Union monitors is monitored by the government in the UK, and Apidra is banned in the UK. So there's some herbs that are not recommended here in the UK. What I'm going to do is look at regulations where you are. So if you tell me where you are, so who've we got here? 90. It's USA, so let's have a look. Regulation, rules, USA. Right, so here we go. Should be reading it off, but sometimes we have to just do research and stuff like that. I prefer to do things live sometimes. That's what we have to do. So following the Medicine Act of 1968, regulation of all medicines increased substantially. The regulation of herbal medicines in the UK has passed through several phases. The early 1970s, herbal medicine making a medical claim on label required a product license acceptance. Products already on the market were granted product licenses of right PLRs with minimum formality at the time. So herbal medicines exempted from licensing. And there's new laws, new legislations currently changing in relation to herbalism and who can practice and who can actually sell products. I do know that, and that's why I'm looking it up, because it changes and it alters very quickly. So it's the MHRA has faced difficulties in defining which herbal substances and products are categorically medicine and hence subject to medicine regulations. So because of conventional medicines and stuff like that, what they're trying to do is oversee the herbalism stuff and about the various acts, because now there's the Medicine Act 1968, which remains in force to the moment, permits a herbal practitioner to supply herbal remedies exempt from licensing, provided that each remedy is manufactured or assembled on the practitioner's premises and is supplied on the basis of a one-to-one consultation. So if you're a practitioner, it's okay to do it on your own premises, but to go out there and sell supplements and stuff like that would be illegal. So in February 2011, the Secretary of State of the Health announced that statutory regulation of herbal practitioners could be introduced, and the Health Professional Council has been asked to establish a statutory register for herbal practitioners, and a formal consultation will take place on legislative proposals for establishing the register and for reform. So they're currently looking in 2011 for that new legislative change where people would have to register. So that's where we are from today. That will change in time. So if we look here, we have to now apply for traditional herbal registration. To market a herbal medicine remedy in the UK, you have to do that now. That was actually granted in 31st December. When was that? That was recent. So there was a report making recommendations on whether to regulate practitioners of herbal medicine up to date. So yes, the herbal medicine working group included representation from the main herbal traditions, supported by professional walker and analysts of the issues and possible solutions. And the recommendations of the report are mainly giving advice to the government on how the sector may be regulated to keep the public safe. So, you know, I'm not going to be wanting to go out there selling herbs anyway. I don't know about you, but that's something, you know, I'm not going to do. So hi Rachel, I'm not having a meal like that. Probably have to watch back. Everybody's looking at me. Okay, sweetie, that's okay. We were talking rubbish, darling. The HMAC provides advice to ministers in the medicine and the healthcare products, so please do keep up with those legislations. That is the UK. 26th of March 2015, that was updated, the one I'm looking for out there. So you have to really keep up with this, because there's lots of changes in relation to anything that's digested, which is fair enough, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, if we're eating something, then it has to be safe, and safety is imperative in the work that we do. So please do look at that. So it's MHRA Services and Information, Global Health, and stuff like that, because it would all tie into the medical professional basis of doing these things. So what I'm going to do there, so that is UK. I'm now going to look at the regulations of herbalism in USA. I think it's stricter in the UK. I think it's the same with animal healing. And animal healing is a lot more stricter in the UK than it is in America. There we go. Regulations, herbs, herbalism, university. There we go. I want to try and cover as many places as I can in order that so that you don't have to ask me that question later. Right, is there any licensing for herbalists in the United States? The licensing of medical and many health practices, example massage therapists, occurs on a state level. There is currently no licensing or certification for herbalists in any state that preludes the right of anyone to use, dispense, or recommend herbs. However, in small number of states such as California, Northopathic and acupuncturist licensing laws include clauses that define natural remedies and sometimes specifically herbal remedies within the scope of the licensed practice. So there is currently no state level licensing for herbalists other than those linked to acupuncture. However, no current license precludes the right of other health professionals or laypersons to use, dispense, or recommend herbs, and additional legal protections granted to the licence holder specifically related to the use of herbs are not always clear. So there you go. And so what laws protect my right as a herbalist? In the absence of licensing, the First Amendment of the Consultation protects your freedom of speech to provide information to clients related to their health. However, this is restricted by the necessity to avoid practicing medicine without a license. Medical practice is regulated on a state level. Herbalists should familiarise themselves with the language of the statutes in the state in which they practice. Generally speaking, only physicians, in some cases some others, such as a nurse practitioner, can legally diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure disease. Herbalists should be clear and transparent with clients and the public about this. So to avoid practicing medicine without a license, herbalists should familiarise themselves with the language. Bear in mind that this applies to all communications, verbal communication to the public and clients. Written recommendations, brochure, and other literature. So in addition, if you provide herbs to your clients, use language that can be construed as diagnosing, preventing, treating, curing disease. You may also be violating the BDA and FTC regulations regarding product claims. So it's, it seems to fall under this, the right to public speak, health freedom and stuff like this. So a lot more strict here in Europe. In the UK at the moment, very tough, and it's going to get extremely tougher. You can actually go to this link here, which is called the American Herbalist. That's where I got the information from. It's American Herbalist Guild. It's an association of herbal practitioners. So that's a really good place to go and have a look. There you go. Right, it's there. So using herbs, biomedicine is very popular medicine, and also, you're going to get this background of like conventional, non-conventional herbalism. And herbs are a natural product. Error spelling. I'll put the link in there while I'm at it. I help you. And escape. Oh, it's not playing ball with me. Oh, yes, you will, boy. So where is it? There we go, product. What I'm going to do is quickly put that link in for you so that you can, on this slide here, that one, this one, under regulations, I'm going to put, so refer to UK law and revert to USA law, and put that in. So it's American Herbalist Guild.com. So in other words, American Herbalist Guild. So you can go there and look at information, so that's good to just quickly save that. There we go. So yeah, just quickly get that back onto slideshow from the current slide. Here we go. So biomedical is a very popular medicine, conventional, and you will hear the difference between like, oh well, conventional medicine is better than herbal medicine, and a lot of people like myself, holistic people, prefer natural medicine. We'll call it natural medicine. Herbs are a natural product, and that's why we prefer to call it natural. I've been working with herbs for a long time. I love my herbs. Conventional medicines and herbs might not mix sometimes, so it's very important to check labels. Very rarely do they have side effects, but please do check. Always check labels, stuff like that. Check what it is you're working with, especially if you're working with other people. I don't know if you've ever heard about, like, you know, there's a lot of debates and stuff like that now about antibiotics and things like that. And the reason for that, I believe, is because with the antibiotics, it's not allowing us to fight our own. The body not allowed to fight its own mechanisms and stuff like that. So what it does is it also creates bacteria and things like that, and that's why people get yeast infections. And antibiotics are actually not working anymore. So there is this debate that herbs are actually better for us because it allows us to naturally process, naturally kill off diseases, where conventional medicine doesn't. And there will be this controversial debate with medicine, natural herbalists and those that are conventional practitioners. So, someone said resistancy. So, with Mary Jane, what are your thoughts on there for healing cures? Belladonna herb cannot be used. No, digitalist herbs cannot be used. Yeah, can't be. Now, the thing is, in relation to what herbs are right for you, what herbs are not, I definitely go and check every single one for the UK, but the one that they're saying here is sorry, I was trying to stay awake. A long night. There we go. Where was it? Herna, oh, what's it called? Had it. Wrote it, I know I did. Wake up. Where did I put it? Which one was it? You should know. So yeah, so for people that can have reactions to anything, yeah, because some people can react. I'm allergic to antibiotics. I come up actually in hives. My whole body will come up in hives, and some people, there it is, apidra, it's banned in the UK. So digitalist herbs cannot be used. Things also like, you know, obviously marijuana and stuff like that can't be used in things like that. And oh gosh, there's a place in, oh, you would know where it is, Janet. Oh, what's it called in Devon? I'm sure you might as well. What's it called? Buckland Abbey? Buckfast Abbey? Buckfast Abbey. That one there. They have these herbs and stuff like that, and you poisonous herbs, and if you eat it, it kills you. And they've got them in their gardens and stuff like that. Some of them are really, really rare, and I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember it, but it's poisonous, and they grow it there. It's really, really odd, but so many herbs, so many stuff out there that is poisonous. So poppy capsules is a no-no. So, but is that like, is that these new sort of new age shops where they're trying to like sell stuff and there shouldn't be? Because you get them and they pop up, don't they, all over the place, and they sell all sorts of things, and all sorts of drinks and things like that, and they shouldn't be doing it. I mean, I've never even heard of that. I didn't even know about poppy capsules. That sounds really dangerous and dodgy. Do they actually even, because it all started when, like, Holland and Barrett, they sell guarana juice, don't they, and guarana, and people would use it as a supplement to like keep awake and stuff like that. And then they introduced the new age shops where they're selling all various different herbs and different medicines and tablets and all sorts of things to young people, and it's extremely dangerous. I learned something new then myself because I didn't hear about that. Poppy capsules. I'm having a look now. Oh my gosh, they sell them online. Because it's opium, isn't it? That's what poppies are, it's opium. And that's illegal, surely. Yes. They're selling them online. That's why I'm shocked, because opium is a really like dangerous drug. But they would argue it's natural, wouldn't they? So in the USA, can they have it in the USA? Yes, back in the days when they pulled those covered wagons that might pass away, some were safe, some were not. It's used in place of heroin. So is it in the USA? Is it allowed in the USA? What, I'm learning something because I didn't know that. No, not really. I want to do research now. Poppy capsules. How can we sell it online then? Yeah, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Opinions use places, not really. They have places that help heroin users. You can sell anything online. Yeah, but these places are like health shops and stuff like that. No regulations with the FDA. Europe is a lot stricter, isn't it? We've got a lot of. So these are vegetarian capsules. Oh my gosh. And that's the thing, isn't it? Young people would be really, really into it. But there's so many things that you can just go out into the garden and pick, eat, and stuff like that. And some of it's really healthy. Did you know that you can actually live just by eating certain herbs and stuff like that? Says me. That's what I eat. That's all I do eat is lots of fruits and herbs and stuff like that. And using herbs as well all the time in magic and natural magic is perfect for remedy. So we have prescription drugs that haven't been okayed by the FDA. Wow. It's so different. It's so educational just learning how different it is for you guys and for us guys over here as well. Incredible. So there is this debate, the natural, conventional, and you get that nurture nature debate, they call it, the nurture nature debate. Always make sure they're legal and always make sure you are legal. Rare side effects, they say, in using herbal medicines, but must always check labels, as I said. Herbal medicines, compared to, say, conventional medicines, are cheaper, they reckon, and argue it is cheaper. Well, some are. I was going to ask you to discuss that as well. Also, other people are prescribed so many different drugs, they end up getting lost in pills. I worked as a nurse and stuff like that, and I totally agree with you. And unfortunately, that happens. But I agree. I'm not a fan of conventional, but sometimes we need it. Like, I've got asthma. I could not live without my asthma pump. Herbs are a more natural cure with minimum side effects. Agreed. What about you, Janet? What do you think? Depending on the person. Yeah. There is, I mean, there's still debating it, and there's going to be lots and lots and lots of debates over this over the coming years, especially as they're tightening up in the UK, which they're going to be. So it's a doctrine. So here we go, Herbology, the history. So it goes back to the Bronze Ages, even further back, I'd say, and even way back before herbs were even used. So we talked about the Native Americans, they always used herbs. Got the medicine women, they always used herbs. Medicine people used herb burial sites. Now they picked up bodies and stuff like that, and they've actually found the herbs were buried with people, even way back to the Bronze Ages. So that's how long herbs have been used for, and also the connection to the spiritual side of things. Herbs are very spiritual. The reason for that is because of the natural substances to do with nature once again. So I find that absolutely fascinating. China's really good with using herbs. I mean, where isn't it? I think everything's herbs to me. I like everything I use is herbs. My spells, herbs. I love cinnamon, parsley, and everything. And not just one for cooking, but just for curing and for spell work too. And it's like, where isn't it? Where isn't herbs in something? Because it's in most things, if you think about it. So yeah, I've seen people barrels with herbs in the gaskets to take to their afterlife. Yes, and it is. It's such a beautiful thing. I love the aromas, and when we're doing the aromatherapy, we'll be talking a lot more about herbs and stuff as well in that, because also you get the oil as well. A lot of people asked me last night, "Oh, what is it you're using? What's in your spell work herb-wise?" Sometimes you've got to keep it secret. Can't tell everything about your magic. So when using magic and stuff like that and using spells, don't always give your secrets away. So lots of people saying, "Oh my gosh, like what was that song that you were chanting?" But I just made it up. It just comes to you, and it's no different when we're working with herbs. It's just like it's like a cocktail. It's like you just do it. It's a natural thing, but it's very important nowadays to look at it as a subject area, looking at the regulations, looking at the legislations, and looking at all the various herbs and what they do. And especially because of the debate, the nurture and nature debate, with medicine, it's important to just understand exactly why it is we have to be studying it and looking at it from a professional perspective. Now, if you're going to be setting up a practice and stuff like that, working with herbs, you need to be knowing all of this prior to going into working with herbs. I've got it on my insurance and stuff like that. It's very important to have your insurance and stuff like that. I mean, I'm debating with people. I've been debating with people for quite a while at the moment, all about this. So I resorted to natural herb to lessen stretch marks. Yes, that's a really, really good idea. That's really good for you. I use herbs for all sorts of things. I've got a point out, I've got this here now. Headaches, anything. Make experts and all sorts of things with herbs. But I love opus oil. Love it. Anything natural is me. Anything not natural is not me. Where is it? Where are you? Mint. I use this. It's like show you, a ball thing. You rub it on your head and it gets rid of headaches. Oh, so much better than taking a load of tablets. I rescue sage plants. Oh, you rescued some? Oh my gosh, Janet, that's so cute. That's so sweet. Oh, bless you. Oh. You're a nice person like that. Not many people are like that. They just see it as like, you know, that's just plant and and don't think of consequences. But plants are living things, and of course, energy as well. Plants are energy, just as we are energy and animals are energy, and it's really important to respect that. Now, as we go on, we'll be looking at every single herb going, I think. Looking at all what they do and everything like that. There's just so many to get through. The A to Z of herbs is just massive, as you know. So I'm going to leave it there today. It was a very quick, short, sweet lesson. I will be getting on with this as we progress. We're going to be doing tomorrow astral travel at 12 o'clock in the evening. I'm just going to check now. It's been a really hard couple of weeks, but you know, it's going to be worth it, because at the end of it, it's going to be amazing. I've got a lot of faith in you guys, and I just think we're going to really smash it out there. I mean, now famous people are looking at me too. It's not about them being famous, it's just having that recognition and thinking, well, wow, if they're watching me, then you're making a difference, you're making an impact. And I think it's about concentrating out on where you're going to be going forward, how you're going to go forward, how you can present yourself, how can you utilise me in making steps forwards to make your own living and things like that. So yeah, tomorrow we've got paranormal. I cancelled today at 12 o'clock because there wasn't enough people on it. I need a couple more people on that really, just to make it worth, you know, enhance it a lot more than it is. So I'm going to have to reduce it, I guess. We've got astral travel at 12, and then we're going to do life coaching at 6 o'clock. I love the life coaching, you know, really, really love it. Then Friday, I've changed that from Wednesday. I thought what I'll do, Friday we're going to do the parapsychology, the paranormal stuff. And then at 6 o'clock, we've got the violet flames, angel healing. So that's angel healing through the angels, in particular looking at certain angels that are able to help us with the violet flame, looking at twin flame relationships and stuff like that. And Saturday, we've got the candle making course at 12 o'clock, and 6 o'clock aromatherapy. And then Sunday will be advanced crystals. And well, I've got life coaching there. That's supposed to be advanced Wicca. I have to update that. It's advanced with spells, because we've already done life coaching. What a worry. That's because my head was all over the place because that blooming woman put that thing out. But never mind. That's all sorted now. So there you go. So I hope you like that. I'm going to go and rest in a minute. I'm so tired. I'm going to re-energise after that massive spell. So I'm going to keep them indoors throughout the winter. Thank you. It's been a great class and enjoyed. I miss them. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thanks, Nancy. Well, we'll go through this again anyway and keep developing the classes. But yeah, really looking forward to tomorrow. Looking forward to the astral travel. I think we've done plenty of rest that I deserve tonight after doing that massive spell. I'll be well on it. But things are back to normal. Things are actually better than back to normal. They're actually progressing a lot further. I have been in talks today with Herbalism and stuff like that, and they're getting on with their thing, and I'm getting on with my thing, and we're at peace. And we have to be in this world, as much as we don't like one another sometimes. It is about that. It's about working together. And if we're not doing that, then we're not abiding by our creed as witches or as spiritualists. We have to do that. We have to respect the reed and not harm no one. And understand that sometimes, do you know what? We're always going to not get on in this world, but as long as we can discuss things in a positive way and get on, things will work out just the way they should. I always believe in the angels. They'll guide us and help us through whatever it is that we need to do. So thank you. Lots of good things happening. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really getting the Spiritual Academy of Angel Beach out there. Really, really pushing now for all of you to develop and get those cards on the go. Get your stuff going. Get your pages out on our pages now with Chris Riley and stuff like that, because we're going to be looking pretty good. That's why I don't like the groups. Okay. It's no one in particular. It's just I don't think they're doing it in the way that people like Chris Riley, Derek Okora, and all the biggies are doing it. We need to be professional. We should be professional. And if they're attacking the world, they're doing things and giving medical advice, telling people when they're going to have babies and that, they ain't doing it right. And people like Chris Riley and other people like that won't be knocking out their doors, will they? There you go. Okay. So take care for now. Yes. Excited and happy vibes, everyone. Very much so, Janet. I wouldn't have it any other way. You take care, sweetie. Thank you for joining me today. Bye for now. Thank you.